Greetings, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to check out this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell icon so you can get notified when I drop a new video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin crypto winter and when is the crypto winter end date. So basically, when are the prices of crypto gonna stop falling? And they've been crashing, not crazy, but they've been going down lately. So let's find out when we could expect higher highs coming from Bitcoin in the crypto markets. But before I get into this, I want to make sure you know that I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure when you make investments, you do your own research and seek professional guidance. So let's look and find out what Bitcoin is currently at right now. So right now, Bitcoin is at 29,451. And I want to call yourself to an old video I made a little over a month ago. So this video right here, I made it on April 11th. So over a month, maybe about 45 days ago, something like that. I said, Bitcoin incoming lower lows. And I want you to listen to this little snippet, and then I'm going to tell you its significance. All right, let me know in the chat if you think Bitcoin is going to go down to 20,000, or if you think it's going to go down to 30,000, or if you think it's just going to go up from here. I wish it goes up from here, but you know, history tells us that it has a future date with the 200-week moving average. So all right, so that last part, I hope you guys were able to hear that. I don't know if you could or not, but I said I believe Bitcoin has a future date with the 200-week moving average. And at that time, I was saying this on April 11th, Bitcoin was at $39,000. Right now, it's $10,000 less, right? And it is currently, let me see. It is, so the 200-week moving average. So the 200-week moving average, about when I made that video, it was at about 20,000. And right now, the 200-week moving average is at almost $22,000, $21,734, something like that. So I think Bitcoin still has some room to come down because each cycle, it seems like it's been hitting the 200-week moving average without fail. So if we look right here in March of 2020, it hit the 200-week moving average, fell a little below. Then right here on December 2018, it hit the 200-week moving average. Back here in August of 2015, it hit the 200-week moving average and actually went a little below it. So history shows us that Bitcoin is eventually going to work its way back down to the 200-week moving average, and I think it is. So I think Bitcoin still has a little ways to go. It did maybe about 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, it dropped down to like 25,000, and I can see it going back down to those levels. And that's actually down the line, maybe in like maybe in about a month or a couple months, the 200-week moving average might work its way up to 25,000, 24,000. And then that might be when Bitcoin actually touches the 200-week moving average. But now let's go into when is the crypto winter going to end? So let's try to figure that out. And we're going to use the Bitcoin halving cycles to try to figure that out. So from the first halving, which took place in 2012, it took Bitcoin 993 days to hit the market bottom. 993 days, okay? So now let's look at the second Bitcoin halving and see how long it took it to reach the market bottom. All right, right here about 890 days. So 100 less days it took it to reach the market bottom. and that was from the 2016 halving. So now let's look at the 2020 halving. And so the average of those two market cycles for it to reach the bottom, the first one was 993. The second one was 890. So let's say the first one was 990. The second one was 890. So that's about 840. I think 840 is the average. So let's go out about 840 days from this halving, and we'll get the average of those two. 840 days would be right around August of this year. So I don't think we have that much further to go to hit the market bottom in this cycle, and then Bitcoin will slowly start getting its footing and start its slow ascension until the next halving, which is in 2024, and then it's going to make a big run, but it will start its slow ascension before the halving. Because look, if we look at the previous time from the market bottom to the halving, let's see what percent gain that was. Let's see from, all right, let me see. From right here to the halving, let's see what a market percent gain. That was a 200% gain from the market bottom to the halving. So that's why you want to get it towards the bottom, as close to the bottom as we can get it. So if we expect it to be somewhere around 840 days, we determined it would be in August. But let's check this out. The first halving to the market bottom, it took 993 days. The second halving, it took 890 days. Well, what if this one took 100 less days to get to the market bottom as well? So that would make it even sooner, before August. So let's go 790 days. 790 days would take us to, that would take us to July, like early July, maybe the second week of July. So I think towards the latter half of this year, we're going to see the Bitcoin market bottom. And if any months around that, a little bit before, a little bit after that, if you see Bitcoin hit the 200-week moving average, I think that's an excellent time to buy, even before it hits the 200-week moving average, because a lot of people front run. So I think that's why we didn't have a big blow off top when we were around the all-time highs at these peaks over here, around this time or this time. It wasn't a big blow off top. I think people front sold it, and that's why we never get the blow off top. So I think people might front buy the crash, and so it might not go as low. So it makes logic that if Bitcoin didn't go as high as everybody was expecting, I think it's a fair assumption to think that Bitcoin won't go as low as everybody's expecting. Does that philosophy or that strategy or that mindset make sense to you guys? So I'm expecting Bitcoin to hit the 200-week moving average. I'm expecting it to bottom out sometime this year, like towards the end of the year. It might be in July, it might be August, might be September, might be October, might be November. But whenever it hits that 200-week moving average, I think it would be a good time to buy, and you can make some serious gains. If you agree with me or disagree with me, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, have a blessed day. Take care of yourselves and be